My name is Greg Morris. I'm the Executive Director of the Stanley M. Isaacs Neighborhood Center in New York City. The GCD Older Youth Program came to the Isaacs Center by virtue of a relationship we have with a funder, the Pinkerton Foundation. It was actually a partner that put us together. We knew that there was a great program happening at the Jewish Home in support of high school students. And this was a desire to make a connection to young adults that we work with here at the Isaacs Center who are out of school and out of work, and helping them develop career pathways. The GCD has made a tremendous difference in the lives of the young people who are here at the Isaacs Center. The Isaacs Center essentially serves young adults who are out of school and out of work, the 17 to 24s who need a second, third, fourth, or fifth chance at success, who often haven't been surrounded by the sort of role models that they need to sort of create, sort of pathways to long-term success. Young people who, by virtue of their life circumstance, housing instability challenges, maybe they haven't had work opportunities in the past, maybe they haven't found success in school, and we try to give them the tools and resources to do job readiness and career development. The way that works best, we know the way that works best for young people, is when they find opportunities where the employer, the potential employer, sort of provides the rigorous training, support, and invests in them over time. So for us, to transition a young person from our initial sort of soft skills development, job readiness training program to a career-focused experience at the Jewish Home has the opportunity to build those connections for young people so they can build their skill sets, so they can get on a path towards a true career, but always that they are sort of wrapped in environments, or they're connected to environments where the supports are consistent, they're thoughtful, and they're going to get the coaching and guidance they need to become successful over time. So the way in which we ensure that the partnership is strong, and this is a bi-directional relationship. The Isaacs Center seeks employer partners and training partners who want to invest in our young people, and of course we want to invest in those employers and training partners. We want you to have young people who are ready for success. So the way we keep the partnership strong, the way any relationship stays strong, is through communication. There is constant communication, weekly connections, engagements, meetings between our staff and the GCD staff, and that is tremendously impactful and important. But we've gone so far as to actually do professional development exchanges between our staff members as well, right? So we're talking a lot, and we're also learning from each other consistently. Yeah, so for those young adults that participate in the GCD program, we see over time that they are finding long-term success in employment opportunities. They're growing within the places where they are working. And also, and this is something that's really fundamental to our work, and I know it's something that the folks at the Jewish Home believe, that education really does make a difference over time. So those young adults that are getting engaged, they're finding opportunities in college and beyond, they're gaining their credentials, they're starting at a sort of entry-level job position and growing in that position, in that career over time. Pathways to success. So young adults find long-term success through our partnership and relationship with the Jewish Home. And the way that's a reality is that we start with talking to young people about community health as a career sector. And that's an exploding, just truly growing job market in New York City. And so the opportunity to put young people on a pathway to explore different professions within the sector is exciting, it's dynamic, it gives them the opportunity to grow over time. We think about community health as kind of a broad umbrella, and within that there are lots of different ways in which young people can engage and find long-term success. We were pleased and proud to honor the new Jewish Home at a gala just 2 years ago. And we did that because of the extraordinary work that's been happening in partnership, the Isaacs Center and the Jewish Home. And it's all around what GCD is and how it works and how it's helped our young people find success over time. I think our future is bright. The fact that the job market in New York City as it relates to healthcare is really growing and is going to continue to grow. And there are so many unique professions within that umbrella, the umbrella of healthcare, I think gives our young people an opportunity to start in one position, and as we coach and train them and guide them and talk to them, to grow into other positions over time. So I think what makes the GCD program different than other workforce development providers, I think it's twofold. First of all, I think it's the desire to work with young people who are truly vulnerable, young people who really need folks to invest in them. And so I think we see young people who show promise, but need the intensive supports, training, and guidance over time to find long-term success. I think that's the first part of the recipe, that there is a desire and a belief, really, that young people can be successful over time. I think the second part is about the rigor. I mean, that young people work with us at the Isaac Center to get a foundational sort of job readiness stamp of approval, and that transitions to intensive training, multi-stage training through the GCD program is tremendously difference making. And I think it puts those young people on a pathway to long-term success.